What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Miggin' and ModSauce. That's right. How's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty excited. First day on for the week. It's a Monday I'm recording. This, of course, is probably Tuesday that it comes out, but super excited. No problems this week. No problems. Cross your fingers so we can get lots and lots of stuff done. Anyway, what's been going on? Everybody doing good? I am doing fantastic. I've been making a couple of improvements around the base. We'll do a real quick little walk through some of the stuff I did. I've been playing around with all these edgings. They had been all this skystone block, black block, which I think looks cool, but we've been having problems with getting our paths to fit in, to look nice together. So I thought, you know, what if I just pulled out all the black and then it ends up blending in nicer, and then maybe we can do another color here. But anyway, that's something I've been working on, so let me know what you think. And then I was considering even doing it in all these drawbridges all around the corners. So that's a possibility. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, the big thing that I've been up to, yes, is those crown jewels. DMAC's crown jewels. Kingco's crown jewels. And I got lots and lots of amazing feedback from you guys. I've been playing around with a lot of it for the last, I don't know, couple hours. And I think I came up with what's amazing. There's just so many good ideas. You can't, of course, do them all, but I think everyone's going to be happy with this. So first of all, the red plastic, what the heck is this stuff called? Plastic yellow or plastic red glow block was by far, landslide, the decision for what material to use for the jewels. But two mods that people have been bugging me to use for a long time, and I kept on saying no, and not doing it, I finally did. Vanilla glass. No, I'm just joking. Check this out. Bam! Oh man, I think that pops. I think that looks really good. I like the bordering. It looks more like jewels. Yes, what it is it's a combination between the Carpenter's blocks going around the border, which I think really makes it look good. Yes, I do have a drop in frame rate. My FPS does go down, but it's not substantial. And I think based on how good this looks, I think it looks really good. So much better than it did before. I think that it's definitely worth it. And then from the inside, I'm using the one-way glass, which is kind of unfortunate that it only lets you use the vanilla glass. I tried a lot of different stuff like painting glass, using the open block stuff, and I thought that's what I was originally going to do, where if we just grab some, let's see, let's grab that guy, let's grab some glass. So the open block stuff, we did this not too long ago. Number of items, bam. We did this not too long ago, and we tried it out. And it's meant to go with the canvas. The canvas is the ideal thing that it's meant to go with, so that you could just go and color single side. And I was hoping, you know what, if I could do that with glass, that would be awesome. Well, guess what happens when you do it to glass? It just changes the glass color, which is a little unfortunate. Now, maybe there's a way you can fix that. I don't know. But I started looking into the secret rooms mod, and this guy is pretty cool. Basically, what this does is it's not hard to craft up. The recipe is just glass and this camouflage paste, which is, you can use, I used all bone meal around a piece of dirt, and that makes it. And I thought that was cheapest. But basically, whatever you set this on, it's going to take whatever is below it, or basically the adjacent block to it, and it's going to look like that block from that side, from that one side. But then everywhere else, it looks like glass. So it's pretty cool. I was really worried about this mod, using it, because in past seasons, people have pretty much corrupted the world, caused really bad crash issues with it. So I was a little afraid. And there's more than just that. There's also a ghost block that you can walk through, that you can disguise. But in any case, I think this looks amazing. I really like how it turned out. I think that the plastic red glow block looks really good. And another thing, a little unfortunate, I don't think the second highest voted block was the Lapis Celestial, which I don't think you can put in a Carpenter's. Let's just try it. The Lapis Celestial, also very expensive block. I think each one costed a diamond if you're going to do it. Oop. Okay, so there's the Lapis Celestial. So in the recipe for this, it takes the unstable ingot, which requires a diamond each. Each! Was that each? Was it? Do you only get one? Okay, a diamond for every 4. But still, that's pretty crazy. So the problems were if you do the secret room on top of it, see how it goes a little bit different shade of color? Now put that side by side with the red plastic glow block. Look at that. It looks almost the same. So I was like, that's so expensive. Why bother? So there's that. And then I don't think when I was trying it with the Carpenders, let's just see what happens. You try it with the Carpenders, it is like that. Yeah, doesn't let you. So stinky. I don't think you can do micro blocks of that either. But in any case, yes, the plastic glow block I think looks great. I think looks great. Now Carpenter's blocks, that's the other mod that everyone uses on the server, and I should be using, but I hesitate for good reason, is just having whenever you have blocks that are like kind of like halfy blocks, like see, part of it's invisible, part of it's not, it always causes a little bit of frame rate issues. But in any case, I saved the last and final one. I did all the sides. I think it looks great. I've saved the last and final one for us to do together. So why don't we go ahead and do it? I found that it's a lot easier because you can use the builder's wand with these secret room blocks as long as you have on both the bottom and the sides already done up. Oh, and sometimes it still messes up. So let's hope we can get this. Okay. So this is how you do the secret room. Super easy. Super duper easy. The other unfortunate thing about this is, I'll show you in a minute. Okay, the other unfortunate thing is one of the sides of this is always red. And I think it's on this side, which is the north side. On the north side of the secret rooms block, and I don't know how to change this. So if you guys know, please let me know. But see, whatever side's pointing north, it makes the glass like a same color tint as whatever the other side is. So I thought that was kind of weird. So if you guys know, otherwise we're just going to have red windows on that side, which isn't that big of a deal. So let's see. I don't know if you can see it from anywhere else, because this side, the north side, is that side. So anyway, cool. So next, doing the Carpenters, and these Carpenters blocks are not the easiest blocks to deal with. Sometimes they end up taking you a while to get set in the way that you want. But basically, I found if you have it connected close by to the other side blocks, to whatever like adjacent block, see like that one right there, it laid in funny. You just got to pick it up and keep on trying till you get it. See if we can get it. Nope, didn't get it. But basically, if I kept laying down blocks, every one would be in that position, which is what we do not want. And there's probably a way that you can point it exactly. There we go. So now that we got that one like that, we can just set down the others real quick any way we want. I think you can actually wrench them too to change their direction, but I don't know. The bottoms and the tops, though, are pretty easy. It's always just those side ones. So that's why I try and do the side ones first. Bam. So did we get them all? Nope. Let's just do the top. Bam, bam, bam. So I think we are really nearing the end of Kingo. I mean, there's a lot of small decorating that we still have to do. A lot of small decorating. But that I'm not going to worry about, because that will come with time. And I've been saying we're going to finish this by the end of episode 100, which I think is next episode. I think this is episode 99. It might be 98, but I think it's 99 right now. So that really only leaves us one episode left. Let's see, we got to hit these top ones 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the bottom ones we got to hit 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. So then once we do that, we are all set. Let's get all other red colored blocks out of here. Cool. And then we can just click them on. And I may end up putting glowstone on there. I don't know if that's necessary, but remember you put that little glowstone dust, it gives the block the glow effect. So I don't know. Don't know. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm sorry to interrupt myself. By episode 100, we're going to get it done. We're going to get all the main things done, such as like these ruby jewels and just the basics. Then the rest of it will go with time. Now, another big thing. So that one's done. Sweet. We finished it. We finished the jewels. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. So the next thing that people are talking about, and this I don't know if we're going to actually get to today because I've thought about it for a little bit, and I haven't come up with a great solution, but people are saying that I should make like a border around all the edges with like a darker block or just a different shade of block or something to make it stand out and be a little bit more pronounced. And I think they're right. I think you are right. And it's just so much work to go through just to replace all those borders. It would probably take me about 2 hours. And then if I don't like it, I got to switch it. And then it takes another 2 hours. And it is just craziness. So I think we're not going to stress about it too much. Now, this would be a little bit more work doing what I'm about to show you. But I think it could look pretty cool. If we were to go like this. And I know the Carpenter's blocks, it's a slippery slope. You start using them and then you just want to keep on using them. But I think it would look pretty epic. Can I get this laid in right? No! You drive me nuts. You drive me nuts. Alright. If we were to go like that and then do all Carpenter's blocks on all the edges. And then go, heh, 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 heh. Now, I don't know how much how much issues that would cause, but we could round it out and see how it gives a little bit darker shading there. So that might be a solution. Oh, man. That frame rate, though. Let's just try it for this one side. And just see what we think. See what we think. Oh, no. Dare you, sir. So another thing I found out with, see how that says prism wedge? Unfortunately, every single one of these is now a prism wedge. So how do you change this? And this took me a while to figure out. If you hold down shift, and I can hold spacebar too because I'm flying. I'm sure you could just hold shift if you're standing. And then you can scroll your mouse wheel and it will change to all these other various types of Carpenter's blocks with your mouse wheel. So now it's fixed. Now they're all the same. So now we can just lay them all out. So let's see how this looks. And if I could do this without it lowering my frame rate, I know I talked to you guys about how I'm a frame rate whore. That's what matters most to me in modded. If it doesn't cause too many problems, then we'll go with it. And if you guys like it, I want to see what you guys think. So if we don't do this, what I want to know from you guys is what other suggestions do you have for blocks? And I apologize for my phone going off right now. What other blocks do you think would look good in these corners and to outline Kinko? Because that is the good question. I don't know. Some people suggested maybe like a light gray. I don't know if I should go with a yellow, but that looks pretty cool. I do have to admit. That really looks pretty cool. Alright, you know what? I'm going to do an entire side now like this. And we're going to see if it affects much. This is time consuming, but it's just so freaking cool looking. Oh, man. Alright, I got to go make a call back my lady friend. And let me do this. Let's see what it looks like. Man, that does look cool. Carpenter's blocks, man. Oh, why do you have to look so good? Oh, man. I have to admit, that looks freaking cool. That looks really cool. My frame rate, oh, it's really not lowered. It's really not lowered that much. And of course, we have a lot more to add in, but I don't think that's going to affect things at all. I don't know. Let's try it when you're on the ground. Of course, when you're flying way up high in the air, it doesn't really matter, but let's see. Oh, I dropped under 100 there. All right. And I think yeah, this is the direction, or is it this direction? Hold on. Okay, it's west. Ew. Well, actually, you know what? I'm noticing this thing, just this staff. When I have this up, that lowers my frame rate. When I go away from it, oh, I can't tell if it's those or if it's something else. I also notice at night very often it gets lowered. I know, talking about frame rate's really boring, so let's not. But I want to know what you guys think of that. It might be doable. It might be doable. If it ends up dropping me too low, we're going to rip it out. But let me know what you think. And if you have any other good suggestions for a block that goes just to outline. But, oh, that looks so cool. In either case, the rubies look awesome. I think we got everything we wanted. We got the good look. We got the good effect. And we got the windows looking out. So pretty sweet. Now, this inside area will eventually be like our living area, maybe. Or else maybe I'll do some other mod up here or something, but it's going to be kind of isolated from the rest of the base. I don't really want you to see all of Kingco from it, and I don't want from Kingco you to see that. So it may end up being, who knows, maybe we'll never even use it. I don't know. But I'll probably fill that back in now that we don't need a hole going all the way through. And people have been suggesting maybe to do some type of roof here, some type of like dome, glass dome or something. I think that would be cool too. That takes a lot of time to do. I'd like to start getting back into probably MFFS. Not like crazy in depth, but just to do some stuff like that, because you can do huge domes really easy with that mod, and I think that will be something cool to look into. I'll have to do some more testing before we go nutballs with it. But yes, I think that's cool for the crown. For today, we got the jewels up. Let me know about those side borders, and I'll get working on that. Next, for down here, we quarried out last time. We ended off the episode doing a quarry here, and it finished. Man, oh man, it's so cool. So in this area, we're probably going to make it look pretty similar to the other floors. You know what? I really don't like these roadblocks now. Months and months, almost half a year later after setting them. Just because I'm sick of doing them. But I haven't decided yet what we're going to do for decorating down here. But what this is going to be, is this going to be our main, like, even though it's not our bottom layer, we have a lot more. This is at level 59 right here. So it's really not that low. This is like the normal level that in Minecraft, around this is like ocean level. And then look at this. We still have all this area for future stuff, or possible future stuff. I may do some really big farm down here. Again, let's not talk about what we're going to do someday. Let's actually do something. So I'm going to have to figure out. Let me know, guys. Should we just repeat the patterns that we had here, or should we try and make something new? Because this is going to be kind of like a portal room. Not really. Either portals or else paths to all the different future areas that we're going to extend out. Ooh, iron dust. Thank you. Replicator. Cool. Cool. So let me think about what I want to do for the rest of this. We still got to finish these paths. This is a lot of stuff to finish before the end of next episode. I've been thinking of maybe doing a live stream, which if I do it, maybe right after this episode airs. So you may want to check that out. I will, if you're not following me on Twitter already, make sure to follow me on Twitter, because I'll have updates to what we're doing with that and what's going on with any future stuff. But I would like to start getting into streaming, and I think for ModSauce especially, as it gets into just these mammoth projects, I don't want to do too much off camera, but if we don't do stuff off camera, it's going to end up taking forever. So it also is nice to get immediate feedback from you guys, so I can find out, like any of those questions I asked in the episode, I get to find out the answer immediately and then start working on it instead of having to wait a couple days for everyone to answer. So cool. So let me think about what I want to do for the rest of the episode. I was almost thinking of maybe doing a world tour, because a couple of people, they're done with ModSauce, which is kind of sad. It's kind of sad. but might be kind of cool to check out their bases and see how far they got. So, be right back. Holy moly! So, I'm just looking at the time. It's like 6 o'clock at night already, and I started working on this around 11 o'clock today. So, I've done definitely a lot of off-camera stuff. Oh, but this is just so big. It's just so gargantuan. Making any changes takes a long time. But I've been working on trying to put in these paths. I'm still not positive that I absolutely love these, but I gotta stop hemming and hawing about stuff and just getting building. Otherwise, we're never gonna get this done. I think I'm gonna spend the rest of tonight trying to figure out how to learn and stream, and I'm going to try really hard to probably within an hour or two after this video comes out to try and stream on Twitch. I will announce what's going on, keep everyone updated on Twitter. So my Twitch and Twitter are both KingDaddyDMAC, so go check out for more info there. But I think that's going to be the best way to get this done. I'm a little scared about streaming and about announcing it, just because we have too many people. I'm not going to be able to read the comments if we have too many, but we'll see how it turns out. I'll give it a chance. Anywho, I'm sick of working around here for today. I think we got enough done. We got our jewels in. We got one side of the crown. Make sure to let me know what you think of, let's see, it's this side over here. What you think of the Carpenter's blocks, where it makes it rounded. I think it looks pretty neat. But we'll see. So anyway, Exumavoid, the day I'm recording this, announced that he is no longer doing ModSauce, which I've known about for a while. It's been probably over a month, maybe even 2 months since he's had an episode, but he did put in quite a bit of time here. And a lot of people get bored of modded pretty quickly. This is what, my 3rd or 4th season playing, so I mean, I have a lot more experience under my belt than most other people here, and I've probably done a couple hundred modded episodes, and just it's been a lot. But I mean, I love modded because I love having stuff to work towards. That's my favorite thing, and vanilla I just don't feel offers that. And I do agree. He made the statement, when you're more limited, it leads to more creativity. But I just feel vanilla is so limited. You need options. And I've worked up to where I'm not overwhelmed by the number of mods in here. But anyway, I just wanted to do a quick tour of his place because he has put in so much time here. Building-wise, my goodness, he really focused on that a lot this season. And it really looks beautiful. He really did a good job, and I know building in modded, if you want to get super detailed like this, it takes ungodly amounts of time. But I guess let's go from the outside. His whole theme, if you hadn't watched his episodes or didn't keep up with him, it's basically he has this huge quarried out area, and what he was doing is kind of modular areas where he'd add on and just have like floating rooms. And this is definitely a good way to do modded. Sometimes it's overwhelming if you do it like me, and I'm kind of overwhelmed with how I did it with such a big open area. It makes it really hard. But when you do smaller modular rooms such as this, you're able to kind of keep control of stuff, keep control of builds, and you can change the themes of building way more often and use different colored blocks, types of blocks. And I think this was a very smart move for him this season. In any case, still took a lot of time. So I know we don't have too much time left, so why don't we start off I always get lost in his place. Let's get started in his... Okay, here we go. So here's his portal room, and these are entrances to, I believe this is the spawn. This, I believe, is the nether he did for his theme. And then this, I think, it's either the end or the quarry world. I'm going to go with quarry world. He has this little deep dark portal and just super cool design. He even put a lot of time into exact lighting. We're using night vision, so you can't really tell, but he did a lot of cool stuff with the lighting in here, which we won't even notice. And I really love that idea. Look at this. This is different diamond types. That's kind of cool. That would be kind of a cool theme in Kinko to do is like the sky looking up. If we were to do a dome, that might be kind of neat. Take a whole lot of diamonds. In any case, so here's his quarry room. He's got these really cool little sandstone scribbles. I think that looks so neat. And yeah, going on to the next room. Then he has these 2 little hallways that go out. And these can connect around to some other rooms. Yeah, it looks like every single room, I'm not sure what that redstone did, would go around and loop around to all the other different hallways. So that's kind of a neat feature and lets you be able to look out into the quarry. So that really neat idea. I guess I'll just go straight down kind of. Or we could just take a right every time. Oh man, this place is crazy. Doesn't look like he did too much there yet. Alright, that was like his main area. Let's see. We'll just hug the right-hand wall for everything. So we can cover everything. So then going down here, it looks like this is his portal room, or this is his dimensional stabilizer. And this is how you need one of these to link up all of your portals. So he made a room for that. That's pretty cool. I really like this, and it feels like you're kind of like in space or something. So pretty cool. Let's see, hugging around. So you have another room over here. Okay, this room opens up. Ah, and this goes to where he is using the extra utilities method, very similar to us, for making the 8 times compressed cobblestone. I wonder how many he's made in total. I think he shut it down. Okay, that's the beginning. Let's see how many he's made going through it. I think it's shut down right now anyway, but ooh, look at that. He made a complete stack of it. That's pretty cool. That's a lot. That's a real lot. So very neat. And he's got all these. These are the cobblestone generators. So very cool. So let's move on. I know we're probably almost out of time now. So I got to rush with this. All right, going through. This is his furnace room. Very nice. And I know I've helped him out a bit with here, but he did a really good job of making everything look very, very fit into the walls. Not seeing any wires or anything like that. So let's run back. In this room, this looks like it's his generator room. He's got all of his furnace generators. Now, I'm not sure if he ever got to realizing that you could combine the generators, but this definitely gives a cool look. And this way, he has enough of them to completely cover the walls. Very cool. And he's got nice 245,000 RF a tick. Pretty nice. Good amount of storage. That's all any person would ever really need. And this is all of his charcoal. He made that really cool. I was actually, we'll continue off there. This was one of his biggest projects that he was working on, which a lot of people gave him a lot of crap about because, you know, there's so many easy ways to do tree farms, but he found a way that was very, I guess, unique in making charcoal and growing trees. And it's completely automated, but it's cool that he doesn't use any type of actual like forestry or mine factory reloaded tree farms. It's all automated, done with tinkers and with autonomous activators and recharging the tool, sort of like we did with the wither farm. But I think it's super cool. And he changes using that auto smelt. He changes it all into charcoal. It all falls down. He also gets tons of XP from this. But this is what powers his entire base. I don't know where the on-off switch is for this, so I'm not going to worry about it. But very cool. He spent a long time figuring that out. All right, so this was the room we were just in, and look at how big his capacitor bank thing is. Pretty cool. He needs to get that updated, but since he's not playing anymore, I don't think it really matters. Let's continue to hug the wall. Oh, man. It's hard to drop back in. All right, going around into here. Hugging the wall, hugging the wall. Let's see. This is one thing I set up for him in an episode. This is so that he's actually linked up to my AE system. Isn't that neat? And this was really just so if I needed to ever help him with anything, I'd be able to access my stuff from his base and actually wirelessly do so from anywhere in his base. So that's pretty neat. It doesn't look like this room did too much else. Oh, and then here's his on-off switch for all of his spawners. Very organized. This is something we should probably do at some point. Okay, hugging the wall, hugging the wall. Let's see what else he has got. What is this? Oh, I think this is his auto block breaker method, which again, we used the whole breaker plus, but he found a way to automate it without having to do that and used an autonomous activator and one of the pickaxe with the luck. So that's pretty cool too. It's not quite as fast as ours, but it's definitely very neat. If you didn't have Quarry Plus in the mod pack, this would probably be one of the best ways to do it, something similar to that. But again, very cool that he was able to figure that out. And let's get back in here. Oh man. Okay. Let's see. And then this is another bit. Oh, wow. Okay. So then here's the smeltery room. This is where I think this is one of the last projects he was working on. I'm not sure if he ever completely finished it, but he decided that he wanted to store every type of ore, ingot, and I guess anything he could make a block of in the game. And he has it all stored in extra utilities barrels. So that is pretty neat. In drums, I do mean. Very neat looking room. And look at the whole room all together. It looks like a smeltery. And of course is all done with tinkers. Very neat. I think he even was working on, he had a villager spawner in here. It might even still be there. But he was getting emeralds. Liquid emerald through villagers, killing villagers, which is pretty neat. Something I've always wanted to try. Love that room though. Very cool looking. Let's see. Nothing there yet, and these are all probably future rooms that he never got to. I'm assuming. I think that's the last area on this floor. Yep, and that circles back to the portal room. Okay, so what do you do on his bottom layer? All right, so here's his massive storage room. Oh, that's cool. You know, out of all the times I've been here, I never really got used to the layout of the area, but that's nice. That goes directly down to a storage room, and he has all of his stuff, yeah, all organized in deep storage units, and he's got tons of wiring going around the back. He's probably at the point in the game where he really needs AE, but yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh man, it takes so much time to organize. But looks very nice. Here it looks like he had some sort of auto crafting system set up. We've never used these, but Ender.io does have auto crafting stuff, so very cool. He's got his little enchanting station. He's got his little Quarry Plus laser thing. He's got his little QED from Extra Utilities. Very cool. It looks like he was in the process of automating it. Very neat. That's cool. So I think that's about everything in his base. You can see all the wiring going through for his sorting. I know, and he's rewired this so many times, getting it all perfect, but I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, guys. Oh, and then he has the last other thing over here. This was at one time, it looks like it got blown up. This was for doing his like skeletons and excuse me, Wither Skeleton Farm. I believe it was a mob trap, and this is probably where it's filled up. I don't know where it went to. He showed in his video where it went to, but yeah, this is all some pretty neat stuff. I'm noticing he has chunk loaders here. Should probably, now that he's off the server, probably unchunk load quite a bit of the things over here, just to help with server performance. But anyway, this is Exumavoid's base. I thought it was pretty cool. Definitely make sure to go out and let him know how much you enjoyed his episodes and his efforts in this world. If you ever want to see him back again, because I loved having more hermits on here. It's so sad to see anyone leave, but don't worry, guys. We're going to be around here for much longer. I really think it's kind of just started, to be honest with you. Kind of just started. Anyway, with that in mind, make sure to go check out Exumavoid's channel. And make sure to check out to see if I'm streaming today. I really hope I do this and I don't disappoint you guys. I'm going to try my hardest to. So hopefully I'll see you on Twitch. Anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new so you can be first to watch the episodes. And yeah, as always, peace out.